Welcome to Making the Grade. I'm Teresa Lukens, along with the Chancellor of Community Colleges of Spokane, Dr. Christine Johnson. Dr. Johnson, we want to talk about STEM. It's sort of a buzzword right now, especially in education. Define what STEM is.
It's science, technology, engineering, mathematics, and really it's based on the Washington economy and elsewhere, the fields that are in high demand and very specialized skills and where there are huge shortages.
And this is actually starting at the grade school level, trying to get kids sort of pushed toward those sciences and technology fields.
In fact, Head Start, our own CCS Head Start has some STEM activities so that early childhood age children are curious and want to know about how things are made, and that's the beginning of stimulating an interest in these fields.
You were recently involved in a roundtable discussion this past fall, talking about STEM, how it's progressing, how the schools are involved. Talk a little bit about that roundtable discussion and what other educators were saying.
Well, first of all, I have to say there's so much going on around our region and statewide with the STEM economy. And that roundtable was a computer science roundtable because the shortages in skills and people to go into the field of computer science, there are huge shortages. And so the discussion was about how can we stimulate all across the educational sector, from the early grades to the public school age children and community colleges and universities to get the next future workforce in computer science. So it was a very enlightening discussion with our legislators who are very concerned about this and prepared to set aside some funding, with school districts who are really stepping up and also making sure their curriculum and their teaching and planning is for the shortages in these fields. And of course, at CCS, there's so much going on. And for us, it is in fact about preparing that workforce to take these jobs that are high skill, high wage jobs and give students a great future and the employers what they need.
And there's an extra push toward girls and women.
Yes, indeed. The shortage, of course, is in all of these fields: the science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, and computer science, for example. Predominantly male workers, the current workforce, and as we look at enrollments in these fields, it's predominantly male. So there's a big push nationally and right here in Spokane about how do we get more women into these fields. And I've got to tell you about what's going on at CCS around that very exciting effort, and this might be a good time to talk about it.
Well, let's do that.
Well, I'm so proud of the work that our faculty are doing. We just have stellar faculty and their scholarship and interest in these fields, and we had two groups of faculty who wrote proposals to the National Science Foundation. And first of all, I have to say that NSF grants generally go to universities who conduct research in a wide variety of fields. And in this case, this particular grant was focused on getting more community college faculty involved in NSF grants and developing them. So our faculty competed very fiercely because these NSF grants are highly sought after, highly competitive, and we're literally competing not only with other community colleges, but with excellent universities all across the country. And Spokane Falls Community College was awarded two NSF grants. One of the grants is for our faculty to get girls into these fields, and in computer science specifically, so we're very excited. And then the other one is just not just, but about the whole STEM area and working on sustainability and working to get workshops for teachers to learn to teach better. So excellent work, very exciting, but the one focused on getting more girls in the field is really going to make a difference in our region.
What kind of things will they be looking at within those research projects?
Well, the grants, of course, were written by the faculty, their expertise around what needs to be done, and then they have very clear ideas about what should happen, what should be the work. And we know that for a lot of students, they have to develop that interest early. If they take no math and science or limited math and science along the way in their, say, public school years, when they get to college, if they have an interest, they won't have the background, the building blocks of that knowledge in math or science or technology or engineering. So it really is about looking at the whole continuum of how do we encourage students that early on who think they might have an interest in the scientific areas, what will it take for them to be prepared to be eligible to go into these programs? So it's very exciting work, and our faculty are just tremendous. They're superstars.
And once again, CCS on the ground floor of this groundbreaking research.
Very much so, and again, to have this two awards given to one college is just exceptional. So it speaks to the quality, the scholarship, the leading edge, really, of the kind of thinking and teaching that is taking place at CCS. And I have to say, because we're all part of that Spokane STEM network, where we're working with public schools, with nonprofits, with other colleges and universities about the whole region, about how do we keep the STEM economy vital in our region, and because that's where the jobs are, and high-paying jobs. And so this grant is one of those kind of advances of regional agenda. We're
Absolutely.
very proud of the contribution CCS is making in this important area.
And it'll be exciting to follow those two projects also.
Oh, indeed. And I think to the opportunities that the students will have and that our faculty will have in conducting some undergraduate research. And of course, they're now a part of a group of faculty across the country that are really very specialized in this area, and I'm just so proud of them.
Well, that'll do it for this Making the Grade. Thanks so much for watching. Until next time, I'm Teresa Lukens, along with the Chancellor of Community Colleges of Spokane, Christine Johnson.